Yo, what up? So I turn on my Facebook feed and like I try and share stuff that I find interesting or amusing. And I posted something from Coley in the Wall, who's like a 2A advocate. He's a big gun rights type dude, but he's always putting like new new technology out there, and he goes shooting. He's got this vicious range down in Texas where they let him go out and shoot at like old Volkswagens. But most of the time, he's really entertaining and really informational. And I got into a discussion with a friend of mine about why anybody needs an AR-15. Why does anybody need anything? You know, like who is anybody to tell somebody what they need? But like then it got branched off and turned into a political post. And so I'm assuming for the next 2 months, anything I put on Facebook regardless, is going to spark a conversation over some Trump Biden nonsense. And my question for everybody is like, yo, do these people really affect your life that much? Like, realistically, I mean, I'm only 34 now, but I've lived through, you know, at least half a dozen presidents, right? Or presidencies. They don't really change my life that much. I go to work, I pay my bills, you know, and I make sure I enjoy my time when I'm off. I don't sit around being mad at something that I can't change, wasting time and energy on being upset. Dude, they don't matter. You know, like really, if you're unhappy with the world right now, it means you're unhappy with something else. I'm pretty sure. Like y'all need some hobbies or something, man. Like this year, dude, I got into like gardening and archery, and been jamming on some new guitars and working on motorcycles and cars and boats. And if I'm not doing that, I'm working 50 hours a week. How do y'all got time to wake up angry in the morning at Trump? Or like back when people used to get mad waking up in the morning at Obama, it's like, yo, these people don't matter to me. Zero. Some of the politics I'm in favor of, some of it I don't like. But for people to be so dead set that they're like arguing with people that were friends or compadres or confidants. I mean, anybody ever hits me up and like, yo, Zach, I need some help moving. I'm the first knucklehead they call because I got a truck and a trailer. Don't matter who you vote for, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love y'all regardless. And I'm just wondering where it got to this point where we kind of lost that sense of community and self-respect and dignity for other people. That it's like, it's crazy, dude. My homegirl is one of the most intelligent liberal people that I know, right? And she's like hardcore blue on the left. And I was like, you know, this is one of those things we're gonna agree to disagree. She's getting hot. And I was like, yeah, well, we could discuss it over a bourbon. And I had just been talking about the tax code and how I did better this year under the Trump stuff. So I was like, oh, that's something I like about him. And she was like, well, I'm not drinking bourbon if it's with your blood money. First of all, it's not blood money. That's my money that they didn't take. You don't own my taxes. You know, like that whole thought process to me blew my mind. Blood money. Yeah, it's blood money for me to be out at 110 degrees climbing on a 40-foot ladder without safety straps for less money than anybody else would do it. So dude, it's so bonkers. Like, the politicians don't matter to me, bruh. I pay a ton of taxes. Like, I made good money last year. The vast majority of it by the end of the year when I had up sin taxes for cigarettes, alcohol, motor vehicle, tax tag and title. Yo, I made almost $100,000 last year. I probably paid $50,000 in taxes, be it either out of the income tax, what I had to pay off the money I made, or all the expletive deletives that you pay 5% on anything you buy, right? So that's 5 out of that 100 right there. And then you got your HOA dues and county tax, and it's like I pay a lot of people, yo. I don't gotta feel guilty about nothing. If y'all are getting half what I make because I don't pay some sneaky little bean counter to hide my money, I got no problem paying into the system. I got no problem paying for like WIC mother checks and things like that. Keeping jobs in the community where people are filling potholes and stuff like that. You got to pay these people. That's cool. I got no beef with it. Like, I don't understand how people can be so mad at each other. It's like, bruh, I don't care who they are. They're not affecting my life. So with that being said, I wanted to talk about some really good stuff that happened this week. I got to watch the Air Show with my buddy Scotty, who I ain't seen in a minute, and I got to have some delicious beers. Burley Oak has a new triple IPA that it's kind of like if Guinness was on steroids. You start talking like Schwarzenegger after you have one. But I wouldn't drink too many of them because you'll be walking sideways. What else is good? Got to take the Fox body out, and I was riding around in the rain with the top down. People were looking at me like I was crazy, and that was a good time. And I tried to fix my wife's bike, and as far as I'm concerned, I am not impressed with Suzuki at all. I'm pretty sure that the guy we bought it from dumped it real hard in the timing chain, jumped over the cam gear, but that's more effort than I want to put into $1,000 motorcycle. So I think we're just gonna say bag it and try and get her like a nice Rebel 500. But been just enjoying the weather. It's finally cooled off a little bit. I'm not dying at a in a sweaty shop. And yeah, man, life is good. I'm not letting them fool with me, man. I was laughing. Like I'm literally on the phone typing stuff. Like I hate Facebook debates because like if you want to talk to me, come talk to me. Because first of all, you lose a lot of context in the tone of your voice. Like you could say one thing two different ways and it sounds totally different. Be like, no, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. Like that. We don't even use the punctuation. I figured we'd be intelligent enough to figure that out with as prevalent as text speech is nowadays. But yeah, dude, y'all want to kick it? I want to set up this podcast studio, get it cleaned up a little bit more. I want to argue with people that I don't necessarily agree with. I'm not a person who likes to live in an echo chamber. I find that remedial and boring, because you can't learn anything. Socrates once said, I am the smartest man in the world, for I know nothing, meaning that nothing is solid. Things change. Like an opinion this year could change next year because of circumstances, and all of that matters. That's nuance, that's relevance. So I would love to kick it with some homies and get a good bottle of bourbon and maybe roll up a couple cigars and hear y'all take on the world as it stands right now. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good day and try to be nice to each other because this is crazy, bruh. I need another cup of coffee on this one.